I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. Miami had a shot, had a legitimate shot to win this game, but they just squandered it. I don't know what they were doing in half of these possessions. Game's close. Under 5 minutes, a 2-point game, 90-88. And we sit back and we let KCP, of all people, hit a three and then take it to the basket against Duncan Robinson. I don't even know what to say, man. Then you got Rondo getting to the basket as free as can be, man. Easy layup for him to pick. Our defense collapsed in the final minutes of these games. I don't even know what to say, man. It was right there for the team. But all game, they just have not looked well. They did not play well. Everybody as a whole just Duncan Robinson was inconsistent. Tyler Hero was bad for most of this game. Kelly Olynyk couldn't stop fouling. He wasn't really doing well. Bam was doing great, but again, for the most part, he's just coming back. So, you take what you can take. He had a good game. Jimmy Butler played well, but again, it really comes down to, I know this is not how Jimmy plays. I know he wants to get everyone involved. But Jimmy, these are the moments you've got to own, man. Sometimes you're getting into the lane and you have an opportunity to take that shot, but you're passing it out. You've got to be more aggressive, man. You've got to be more aggressive. You cannot just sit back and try to get everyone involved. If you see that no one else is hitting their shots, you've got to understand the moment. You understood that in game 3 and you took over. Today you did not. You went back to being passive. That's one thing I love about Jimmy Butler, but that's another thing that I can't hate him for it because he's trying to get the whole team involved and this is a team game. But sometimes you've just got to own that moment. And this was one of the moments you had to own. You had to be aggressive because you were getting good looks at the rim. You just were deciding to pass it out. You were getting space to take those mid-range jumpers, but you just chose to pass it out, to hand it to Bam, or to trying to get it to Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. You had opportunities, but we didn't take them, man. It sucks that this was a game we could have legitimately won. If you look at the first half, Miami did. Well, we didn't play great either, but like the Lakers were turning the ball over like crazy. LeBron, he did not have a great game at all today. Um, he had 5 turnovers in the first half. The Lakers could not stop turning the ball over in the first half yet. It was a 2-point game, and they had the lead going into halftime. That's unacceptable from our team. If they're turning the ball over, we have to be able to take advantage of that and turn that into points. But we were bad from the three. We were bad all around as a team. Just shooting the basketball today, we were bad as a team. And our defense played well, man. Our defense played well, except for the final minutes where they collapsed. You're going to let KCP of all people, KCP of all people, you're going to let him hit that wide open three, and you're going to let him take it to the basket like that. I don't even care about AD hitting the dagger with that three. That's Anthony Davis. I'm fine with that. If it happens, it happens. But you cannot sit back and be like, KCP, wide open for three, and you're going to let him take that. Then Duncan Robinson, you're just going to get beat by KCP off the dribble and let him take it to the basket like that? Unacceptable. Well, here we are. Down 3-1. This is what everyone expected. Nobody's surprised. Backs against the wall. Win or go home for game 5. We'll see what Miami can do. But I think it comes down to Eric Spoelstra, and I think he has to talk to Jimmy himself. Because I love that Jimmy wants to get the team involved, but dude, you're the only one that's consistently hitting your shots. I need you to be more aggressive. I don't need you to just take it off the dribble. I need you to be more aggressive. You were getting to the basket. You were getting in the lanes. You had open looks, but you decided to give that up to pass the ball. I need you to own those moments, Jimmy Butler. If you got to shoot the ball for us to win, shoot the ball. This was a game where we needed you to shoot the ball. And instead, you tried to play that same game, get everyone else involved, and it didn't work. It didn't work. And our offense, once again, came out sloppy. Credit to the Lakers. They matched our intensity defensively, and they got to us, man. They made it difficult for us. But for the most part, I felt like Jimmy Butler, you had the opportunity to do something. offensively because you had plenty of chances to take those shots, but instead you got passive again, and that's just not going to cut it. Game 5 is win or go home. I mean, the series is not over until somebody gets 4 wins, but this was a game you had to get because, again, the Lakers are not about to lose in Game 5. I don't see the Lakers losing Game 5. We're going to go down swinging, but I don't see the Lakers losing Game 5. It really sucks because this is a game we really could have got, and we just let it slip out of our hands. And now we're down 3-1, heading into Game 5, seeing what we can do. I don't really know what to say. I can't even be mad. Congrats to the Lakers. But Miami, you had an opportunity to tie this series. And in the fourth quarter, you did not look like the Miami Heat. That is not the same Miami Heat team we've been seeing throughout the postseason. You guys were just taking bad shots. You weren't getting back on defense at time. You were collapsing as a unit. You were just bad possessions, empty possessions. It was just a mess in the fourth quarter for the Miami Heat. But it is what it is. This is the circumstances you deal with. You fight to the end. Who knows? You're down 3-1. You go into the Game 5 and hope for the best. You got to take it one game at a time. Maybe you could force a Game 6. Who knows what happens. But right now, this is what the team is dealing with. We're down 3-1. We'll just have to move on to the next game and see if we can try and force this to a Game 6. And who knows what can happen. You force it to a Game 6, anything can happen. It's possible. But really looks like the Lakers about to take this series in 5. Either way, I'm still proud of the Heat for getting to the finals, despite the fact that no one even saw them getting close to the finals. But the fact that you had an opportunity to beat this team here and tie the series, and we didn't play Miami Heat basketball, it really hurt today. So, it is what it is. I don't really have anything else to add. Congrats to the Lakers. And yeah, just on to Game 5. That's all I got, man. Peace.